Hi, everyone. Welcome to Freebird Spirit YouTube channel, and thank you for swinging by and hanging out a little bit for another deep dive. Today's deep dive, we're going to take a look at Hakeem Jefferies and see the energy around him for the next 6-7 months. We're going to do the month spread. I kind of fell in love with it, and it kind of gives us just a little bit for a long period of time. We can always, when we do our lives, we can always ask more specific questions. But I'm quite enjoying the 7 month thing. All right. So Hakeem, how are we feeling? He came out with he's been saying, and everybody's like, "Ooh, he said that," and it sounds like he knows something, and there's stuff going on. He's giving us a hint. So let's kind of take a check. The first thing I step into is he's a man of integrity. Um, he has a high level of morality, like a moral compass that is strong in him. And he too is one that can't does is it's hard for him not to do something when there's a big injustice. He will be part of the cleanup team, or I don't know if that's the right words, but something about he's part of this team that's going to be coming in. So let's go ahead and throw some cards on him. I'm going to go ahead and pause. All right, so let's take a look here at Hakeem Jeffries, and we're starting with December. And again, you guys, if you remember all the deep dives so far, because I know y'all have been watching all of them, right? Just kidding. Well, just a little recap. I did JD Vance, and I did 45, and their cards did not turn out well at all. Like horrible cards as far as looking at the months. Very challenged. And then I did Kamala and Tim Wall's cards, and they were extremely positive. And same with Hakeem Jeffries. And that December position in all three of them, so Hakeem, Kamala, and Tim, all extremely positive. You have the Ten of Wands and then the toil and labor. So a lot of detail, a lot of hard work. But you have that Ten of Cups coming in there. Happy endings to the toil, right? And I told you when I looked, definitely toiling. So happy endings to um, uh, the toils, all that work, all the stuff that's been going on. Happy endings for him in here in December. Okay. All right. So January, you have the community card and Nine of Cups. So massive accomplishments, stepping and looking towards that and working together in this community, and but hopeful, prideful, and looking forward in January. in February, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Pathway. So that's that's a new opportunity, an opportunity that's being offered to him to step into, onto his path, onto a pathway. Like maybe there was a crossroads or an opportunity, or whatever. Uh, he's being offered an opportunity of a lifetime there in February. In March, we have the world and a message of concern coming in there. So the world is where you see, I think it's basically literally just looking at the world, and there's some concerns globally happening in March. So, like some things coming to an end, starting some new things, but uh, uh, but with that message of concern, there's yeah, something with that. And maybe we'll dive deeper into that in a minute. So that's March. So we have April here. We have the King of Wands and expectation. So the King of Wands coming in this position in this combination, um, you have this very loyal, energetic. He's wonderful at his position. He's good at his lead. He's a beautiful, wonderful leader. And there's um yeah, some expectation coming in. And when you have the expectation card, she's looking out the window, in like looking for someone who's coming. And it's a good expectation of waiting for this news or waiting for this to come in, and that leader, um, being that natural leader there. But all very positive. I'm not sure where this lands either, but it's positive. High expectations. I think it's more of like there's a lot of expectations for him to really step up in the month of April, is what I'm getting. I just heard that. All right, thank you. Okay, so in May we have thoughts and the Two of Cups. So when you get the thoughts, that's a deep consideration where you're really thinking deeply about something, and looking at all sides, and really put a lot of effort and thoughts into something. And then with that Two of Cups, it's really creating a union or a partnership. So that's happening in May. And then in June, we have the Queen of Pentacles and High Honor. So um, you have this, uh, the Queen is very grounded, very practical, very, because of who she is, and that high honor coming in, really putting in that position of high honor for them. Um, Anyways, but all very positive for him. So it looks like he's really going places. It looks like he's really doing what he does best. And but I did want to check in March here again. So let's go ahead and draw some cards for March here and see what else we get. Where's these guys? I'll pause you. All right. So I wanted to clarify March for us with Hakeem. That was the one with the world and the concern card. Now, when that concern card comes in, it really talks about um, the need to communicate clearly and directly, um, in regards to something happening in the world, maybe something like that. Being aware of the messaging that's out and about and kind of controlling that. The clarification cards I have here, um, you have the Knight of Wands, I'm sorry, the Knight of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Four of Swords coming in, and that combination really speaks to, really drawing in and being confident in the position you are to really hone in on any uh, chaos or arguments or like that, just to really, it's important to hone that in. And then you add the Four of Swords. It's like breaking this up, and being that voice of reason here coming in, that message of reason. So it's about communication. Super important time to really get that communication, whatever's happening in March, to kind of contain it, or something a little bit like that. Yeah. All right. Well, that was very interesting. And thank you again for hanging out. And we'll see you again next time. Blessings to you. And thank you for supporting the channel and all that you do. Bye, you guys.